Okay, hi traders. I mean, this is the first video I'm putting up with actually some voiceovers, just to give you an explanation of what's happening lately. So I've been on this challenge for myself, starting the account at $566, and I'm trying to see how much money I can make in a month. I've done this countless times. I've taken $200 and $250 account and turned it to $4,000. I've done that quite a few times. Basically, it's my bread and butter. I do have a full-time job, but this gives me added income, and I kind of like analyzing the market and see where it's going, and just and trading basically. Um, so what I have here is the Euro USD chart. I have three charts on my screen here. One is the 5 minutes going left to right, 5 minutes, and then I've got a 4 minute Heiken Aishi chart, which I rely probably my most primary trading template. And then I have a 15-minute chart. And if you see, follow my Twitter, you'll see a lot of these lines, the Bollinger Band lines, and so on and so forth, as I screenshot some of these trades that I take. See, what happened was, if you were looking at my day 4 video with the previous video before I put this one out, you would see 715 or $16, something like that. That was the day before. So what happened was, on day 5 I took a trade that cut me out $40. A wrong trade. I shouldn't be trading. It wasn't my trading time. It just looked like a good trade because it was against trend line, and it was strong buyers on Thursday. So I thought I would buy the trade, but there was so little movement at that time because it was it was just U.S. lunchtime, and his market wasn't even moving, so it was 2 pips up, 2 pips down, so on and like that. I took a cut and just closed it, went to sleep here in because I'm trading for Singapore. So I just slept through that, and I just took that $44 loss. So coming fresh again on Friday, just before the non-farm numbers, I've got my lines all marked out. I'm down $44. I kind of want to cover that trade and just start again at 715 and see where we can go from there. Um, I'm gonna start the video, and you're gonna see just before the number release. I've already got my lines marked out on the Euro USD. So if you're following along, look at the Euro USD 4 minute chart, which is the middle one, and then I'll show you what happens. Um, See, I normally define the trend and all that by trend lines, and I would like to buy against the trend line for follow through to the upside in this scenario. And so I've got lines, just all the levels marked out for me. Numbers released, hits my extreme zone, hits extreme zone on the Bollinger Band for standard deviation. It's pushing the Kettler all the way. It has really pierced through all the MAs here. It's making a new high. I was in for trying to buy it, but I see a rejection, and I should be selling at this point. And yeah, so I did sell. Um, Price retracing down. Okay, this doji was freaking me out. I closed the trade immediately. $50. Okay, so I covered back my first trade. That was quick, within 1 or 2 minutes. Um, and then the market doesn't really move after that. This was typical of non-farms payrolls, right? So the number releases a big move to one side, and normally it pulls all the way back and makes a dip all the way down to the downside. But in this case, I wasn't seeing much of that action happening here. I just see price coming down, but it's still like in a very flaggy kind of pattern that just tells me it wants to push up higher. Um, I should be buying off this support zone. I don't know why I did not. But you know what, 2020 on hindsight. So anyways, um, just to show you a bit of my technique, I like to buy on this MA40. So if I see a doji or a clear retracement candle, like a clear bull candle bouncing off the MA40 level, it's a good buy in, and defining my stop below that level. So any close, a strong close like a full red body close on the MA40, I would get out of that trade. That was indicating and telling me that's not gonna happen. There's no follow through. What is also good is when I get a good green MACD indication that's buyers are in play at this point. Excuse me. So I'm getting exactly that green zone. It's not bouncing. It is technically, I should have gone in here at this level, not up here. This is way too high. Um, and I'm seeing. I want to see a full green, like a full white body candle close here, indicating that it's gonna engulf this sell-off candle. I didn't get that. I should have closed the trade immediately. I don't know why I'm still holding on. My stop should be below 52.8. Everything here is wrong, and this is what happens in trading. Okay, so non-farms came out. I made a quick $50 within a minute, and then you kind of want to get back. So I'm looking for opportunities to trade this market, and which I shouldn't be, because I should be waiting for price to come back to me. I don't know, such an amateur move. Um, anyways, it was giving me a good signal. I thought I could go in and get some bucks, but it didn't push high from from 60 zone. It's just pulling back all the way 10 pips to the 52 level, and then it has a reaction off there. What I also like to see, if there's many confluence at a certain point, that will give me added confidence in entering a trade. So that trade I went in was about 15 minutes too early, I feel, because it was not US haven't come in. Excuse me, US have not come in. I should have waited, right? And price would normally, I would like to buy off the MA13 if it comes back to the MA40 as well, on the Heiken Ashi. So I'm seeing the HMA giving me a strong green. It's blue here, indicating that buyers are in play. I've also got a H5 level to reckon with up here. So I'm thinking it's not going to move any much higher, because the whole week the movement has already matched like the past 3 weeks movement, which is about 150 pips. So it's Friday, it's non-farms day. I didn't think it was going to move any much higher. Price is coming down right now to, you see me already stocked out at 52. I would buy in here. Yep, I got in here. Should have waited for the touch on the MA40, but that's okay. I'm still below at the support line. So any close below the support line would kind of indicate to me that my trade's going to fail. I have not defined where my stop loss will be, but this was manually going to be closed if it closed below the 52 level and the MA40 as well. This video, by the way, is sped up about 7 times, so I'm trying to catch my breath while explaining it as much as I can to you. One of the good indications to tell me that buyers are in play for the day is when I see the MA40 giving good space between the MA200 and between MA40 and MA200. So there's good space here that tells me that, hey, buyers are really in control of this market at this moment. So the risk here that I defined also went into a point of note that I went in on a bigger lot size here just to cover the losses for the week. Also because I was just that confident that it was going to go up and at least challenge the 60 level before it turned down. So my target was 60s, anywhere above 60 or 60. I would have closed profit right at the top here. So it's defining a nice zone between the 60, a 10 pip zone, which I bought at the bottom, so that's pretty good entry. I would say if any close below, I would get out. So it's 3 pips, which would cost me about $66 on this trade, for a potential profit of 200 here. Which, by the way, because of the previous loss trade, I'm down to 600, by the way. So look at my balance, it's only 600. I've taken a trade. The margin is about $574 on this. Is maximum leverage here. We're going to try and make some money out of here. And again, it has not closed yet. This has not. It has a chance to be, yeah, like always, Euro USD faking us out and scaring us, always trying to get us out of our good positions for some reason. I have no idea why or how they even know it. But again, I'm defining it by the MA close on 30, MA close on the 40, and below the 52 level. If it closes, I'm out of there. Um, it has not, it's just pulling above MA 13, which tells me it's still in the uptrend for now. What I want to see here is my MACD flip green as well, would give me more confidence to stay in this trade, and you can see it here slowly flipping. Price is really challenging the 60 zone. I would wait for the 61 level and get out. I would get out now. Exactly. So $218 on the close. Closed it out just in one trade, just like that. I didn't care where it went after that, but if I just waited a minute more, I would have gotten 5 more pips out of that. Shame, but then where do we stop actually? Um, so price just comes back down. I'm out of the trade. Called it a week. Um, we are up 44.5% on our account for 5 days of trading, and light trading, mind you. We're taking a couple of trades only a day, not doing full on trading for hours. I'm just coming in. I'm just observing price at London Open, and then a couple of hours after London Open, and see where we're going. And really, when I come back and settle in to trade, it's about 9 p.m. Singapore time, which gives me about an hour before US opening. So that's where I get my levels in, and then I'll be start trading proper. And then sometimes I'll trade off my mobile, but I'm trying to stop that so I can really get video footage and record my trades and post it on the site as well. So it's just a good experiment for me. Also a good accountability. Um, kind of make like a journal, a trading journal, of all the trades that I'm taking and why I take them. So stay tuned for day 6, week 2. We'll see where we go next week. Market still really undecided. I don't know, undecided on where they're going. So um, we just gotta follow the MAs for now, I guess. No bigger picture play. We're trying to get 7 to 8 peeps a day out. Possibly 10 if we're lucky. We'll get a 40 pip run or 100 pip run. Um, if not, we're just scalping for a good 8 to 10 pips. Um, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys and stay tuned.